Hello everybody, welcome to the finale of Castlevania Circle of the Moon. It's time we end this bloody chapter so we can get on to the good stuff. Though it depends on who you ask when it comes to goodness, because some people don't like Harmony of Dissonance. I like the gameplay, don't really like the soundtrack all that much. We'll get to that eventually. Let's just kick Dracula's ass once more. You have done well to come so far. Master, impeccable timing. The time for the Rite is upon us. Your soul will become ours as well. Not if I can help it. Master, are you alright? What an emotional display, but don't fool yourself. Even you must have darkness upon your soul to be superior, to be honored for your singular accomplishments, to be loved by all, to get the glory even at the expense of others. That is what your friend craved. I just increased that desire, that power. Oh, Dracula, you honestly chose the wrong guy. Anyway, here's the first form of Dracula, and he plays pretty much the same as, well, the first game's Dracula. This is kind of a running theme with Dracula throughout the series. He starts out doing this, and then his second and third forms is something completely crazy and radical. The first form Dracula does his usual shtick. He throws out these bats, and he even has a new attack where he throws bats all around the screen. And they're kind of hard to avoid too. They fly at such a rapid pace that they're really hard for me to avoid. But with me spamming my crosses, Dracula is defeated just like that. Or is he? Power. I need more power. And just like that, Dracula's going. His planet needs him. Huh? Chase him. Don't let him escape. I'll take care of Father. You go after him. Right. Get Master to safety. And here's the one time Hugh actually comes through for us. Nathan. Banish Dracula and then make sure you get out. I will. Alright, time for the final boss of the game, and let me tell you, this is probably the top contender for the hardest final boss fight rather, for any Castlevania game ever made. And that includes Castlevania 3. Hell, even the Belmont's Revenge boss fight is nowhere near as hard as this one, I feel. Anyway, here's final form Dracula. The first phase of the boss fight is not too bad. You just have to aim for the eye, and Dracula has a whole bunch of different attacks that will catch you off guard. And they hurt like hell too. So with the laser attack, you want to stay on the platforms, because even though the laser just spawns a fire that bolts upright, it won't reach where the platforms are. Another attack is Dracula spitting out the split mist, which you could just swipe away with your whip twirl. That one is easy to dodge. This one, however, not so much. The meteors, you just kind of have to get lucky with that one. And that's basically his first phase. Now, the final phase. The final phase. Yeah, I don't think words can describe the final phase. That is an absolute bitch to deal with. Let me spam my crosses so that way I can get the boss fight done with quicker. And yeah, whenever he flashes like that, that's him entering his final phase. So what does Dracula do for his final phase? Well, like a bad GTA protagonist, he tries to run you over. Now he could do this from 2 to 4 times. Here he does this 4 times. So, minimum 2 times, maximum 4 times. Use the rock wing to jump completely over Dracula, and once he's done trying to commit hit and run, his eyeball will appear surrounded by demonic bats. You want to hit the eyeball. Just be warned, hitting the eyeball is a chore. It's mainly due to multiple factors. A, the eyeball either comes out of nowhere and runs into you if you try to jump up. B, the bats come out of nowhere to try and hit you. And C, the eyeball just floats away and you don't get a hit at all. Because it is a flying enemy, and flying enemies are the bane of my existence. See, like right there, I couldn't even hit him because he was floating away. Damn it! Well, at least the demonic bats take 1 hit to kill. You're going to want to time your Rockwing jump as soon as Dracula dashes for you. He will track you in the air, and as soon as you see him flash or hear the sound cue, that's when you jump. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the second phase. Not only is this boss fight hard, but it's also tedious depending on what Dracula's eyeball is doing. Because sometimes the eyeball will not get in range for you to whip it, and also the bats may not let you get in range for you to whip the eyeball. It's so many catch-22s to this boss fight, I hate it. Oh, and also, if you get hit by Dracula when he's going into full Mad Max mode, that is half your health taken. I'm not even joking. Half your health gone. Like, if I were to get hit now, I probably would die or just have single-digit HP. That's how lethal Dracula is when he's doing that bum rush attack. But with patience, a lot of patience, you will persevere. Eventually. It was a wasted effort. I will never be truly gone. So long as there is darkness and desire in the soul of man. I will continue to be revived. And we will be there to stop you. You can bet on that. Nate, I'm not sure if you're going to be alive for the next Castlevania game. Sorry, the 100-year cycles does not work for you. Master, are you well? Nathan? Thank you. You did well. You have become a hunter in your own right. Hugh, you're Dick, and I need to thank you as well. Nah, don't thank him, but your training must begin anew. I know, Father. I will train like I was reborn to become worthy. No, throw his ass into the lake. Why is he even here? Hey, Nathan. If you become soft, I'll take over for you. You're still trying to kill me, dude? What happened to all that character development? I look forward to the challenge, Hugh. Nah, burn him at the stake. Hugh is still an asshole. Worst character in a Castlevania game of all time. Anyway, that was Castlevania Circle of the Moon. And I admit, it's a good game, but goddamn does it get frustrating towards the end. Like that Dracula fight, like holy crap, what were they doing? Look, I know you have to use the rock wing so you don't get run over by Dracula and have half your health taken, but goddamn, hitting Dracula himself is just awful. In fact, almost half of the bosses in this game have their own specific quirk that makes them awkward to hit or just deal with. Another thing that's kind of bad about this game is that the castle design is a bit more unimaginative. Feels like you're going in a circle half the time. Which I know the title is Circle of the Moon, but it doesn't have to translate to the actual gameplay. But the good things about this game are the dual setup system, as well as how awkwardly flexible Nathan is for having such stiff control. He can still do a lot. You can still do adjustable jumps at the tap of a button, as well as turn in the air whenever you do jump, but unlike Simon, he does not have the multi-directional whip. Or hell, he does not even get access to multiple weapons like Alucard does. Though you can mitigate that with the DSS, so that is a fair point. Another good thing about this Castlevania adventure is, well, the music. The music is fantastic for Game Boy Advance, I will tell you that. Though admittedly, it is mostly remixes from other Castlevania games, it is still of great quality. So yeah, I do recommend you play this at least once, Circle of the Moon. Fantastic game. So I will admit, some other games are better. Symphony of the Night is better. Hell, I actually kind of find Harmony of Dissonance better, which is the next game coming up. So stay tuned. I will be taking a bit of a break from YouTube until March or April, give or take. But yeah, Harmony of Dissonance is the next game in line. I'll see you guys then.